It's me, your man Drifter, with another Save the World video. I know, right? A Save the World video in the big 2025. I honestly thought I'd never release another Save the World video because they don't update the game a lot. But here we are, big 2025, making another Save the World video about the best melee weapons, my top 3 melee weapons that make Save the World easier. Now, I thought I already had this as a video, but apparently I do not have this as an independent video. I think I might have included this in the Ultimate Save the World guide, but I thought I'd come out and make it an independent video, so there is that. Before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe. It keeps me motivated to make more videos for you guys, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Now, right into the get-go, I'm obviously going to put my honorable mentions. First honorable mention goes to the Storm King's Ravager. Now, this is all out probably the best Save the World, the best Save the World melee weapon. That's what a lot of people say. A lot of high-level people would consider this the best melee weapon. I like it to a certain degree. It's not my best, because in my top 1 spot for the best 3, I think you guys would also be able to see why I don't have this as my number 1. And the only reason this is a honorable mention, because this is the Storm King mythic weapon, and you can't get the Storm King early game. So there's that. My second honorable mention goes to the Baron. Now, the Baron is just a nice thing to have in your inventory when you're walking around, because you have 3 movement perks on it, and it just helps you get around the map faster, complete objectives faster, etc. You get it. Not much to explain about this weapon, so let's just get right into our top 3. Now, into my top 3 spot, I am obviously going to put the Spectral Blade. Now, the Spectral Blade is one of the best weapons. Now, when you're a little low level, most high levels will drop you the Spectral Blade because it's a nice weapon. It's nice. It doesn't take a lot of skill to use. It's not hard. You don't have to necessarily have a build for the Spectral Blade. So it's just a nice melee weapon to have in your inventory and use it from time to time. Whenever the event comes out, I would highly recommend getting it. I don't think it's worth a voucher because number 2, in our number 2 spot, I don't even have it myself. If you go to the collection book, you go to event schematics, you go to boombox weapons, you come to the surround pound. Now, the surround pound, in my opinion, is better than the spectral blade, and it is worth your voucher instead of the spectral blade, because this melee weapon does a lot of damage without even a build. Obviously, you're going to be wanting to rock a build in most of these melee weapon builds, or melee weapons. You have to rock a build with it, like Whiteout Fiona. Anything that buffs your melee damage, I highly recommend it. But the Spectral Blade is just a type of melee that you don't need to have a build. Same thing for the Surround Pound. You don't necessarily need to have a build for it, but you could just rock it plain out, which that's why it's in my number 2. But in my number 1 spot, and I think maybe some people that are watching this could have seen it from a long shot, I'm obviously going to put the Stormblade. You don't have to wait for an event. You could just flux it early game. You can get it out of missions, and it is all out the best melee weapon in my own personal opinion, because of the 6 perk, which is critical hits with this weapon cause an explosion damage that causes 34 base damage. Now, the Spectral Blade on its own, the Stormblade on its own, is fine. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad melee weapon. But if you really want to see the potential and use this melee weapon to its maximum capacity, I highly recommend getting Whiteout Fiona whenever she comes out and putting that inside your build for melee weapons, because Whiteout Fiona and the Stormblade are one of the best builds in the entire game. And that should conclude our top 3 melee weapons in Save the World. If you liked what you saw, a like and a subscribe is always appreciated and keeps me motivated to make more videos. I'm out.